Good morning, and we are back. Oh man, I asked Mo what she wanted to drive today, and she wanted to drive the truck, so here we are. You like the truck? I was really hoping to drive the Passat today because it has a little bit more fuel in it, but I'm okay with listening to that turbo sound. It's like music to our ears, right, Mo? Yeah. All right, guys, so we got a little bit on the agenda today. We actually have to run a check down to the Mannheim auto auction to pay for that trailer. I thought I left a check there, but it must have been for a different car, and I just checked my account and it's pending. So I'm gonna run down there and pay for that, get that settled up today, and we also have to go to the bank, deposit some money, do some things like that. Stop number one. So Thursday I did end up making, I'm sorry about the wind noise again, guys. I did end up purchasing this Pontiac Sunfire. It's a 2003 with 40,000 miles on it. I just needed a cheap little beater for somebody. I think it does have 134. So I ended up purchasing this car. It's actually an 01. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. But I have a buyer in line for this. One thing that you guys will notice about me is I tend to line up buyers before I make purchases and things like that. So pretty much the only thing I have to do to this is I got to get a set of hubcaps for it. That's really the only downside of this car. It's sitting back here because I told them I would wait for them to come take a look at it. I'm probably also going to throw 2 new tires on the front of it and be good to go. That car will be ready for sale. Now this was the Mazda we picked up last week. I have a buyer also in line for this. It's actually a good buddy of mine. His son is turning 16, so we're working out a deal to get him his first SUV. Now this car is absolutely beautiful. It's a 01 Mazda Tribute, all leathered out. You know, it is a very, very nice car. Now these things do usually rust. This one doesn't have any rust on it or anything like that. But definitely a nice car. I would definitely be pleased if I received this as my first car. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get that to him and to hopefully have him out on the roads with a safe, reliable car. So those are 2 purchases that you guys probably didn't see. But yes, we do have them. There they are. We're going to address them. We're going to look them over a little bit better probably tomorrow. There's that Nissan that my buddy still purchased. He wants me to go over it, which I just haven't had time. I've been trying to, you know, get that big debt paid off, and he knows that. I don't think he really believes me when I say, you know, hey, I got to get this debt paid off. I got to get it paid off. So Monday we actually called and got all the paperwork that we needed. I have a couple things I have to pay or sign real quick, and then that debt is relieved, which I couldn't be any more excited about. I still have a bunch of stuff in this F-150. That might be why it has not sold. But yeah, so I am actually here because I'm cheap and I need a little plug. So there you have it. My kid's shoes are still in here. We are American. All right, guys, I'm going to head to the next stop. I got to go to the parts store and get a fuel pump and a set of hubcaps. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so driving here, started hearing the wheel bearing get really, really bad. So I came here, pulled in. We're going to check it out. I think it knocked the wheel bearing out the rest of the way. I'm gonna grab a pry bar here real quick and see if it needs a ball joint or anything while I'm there. Might as well just do it all at once. All right, so the ball joints and everything are tight, but as you can tell, the wheel bearing is gone. Well, one nice thing about what I do is I always have a backup car or 5 or 10. Momo, we got Moe in. Moe's all buckled up. So we're unfortunately Not able to drive the truck, Mo? It made a really bad noise. Went pow, pow, click, click, pang. Isn't that how people explain their car noises to me all the time? My car's going pow, pow, click, click, boom. Yeah. And then we just look at them like, well, that could be anything. All right, guys, we're off to our next location. We got to pick up parts. Stop number 2. Let's go get hubcaps and some cleaning supplies. Stop number 3. Ma.
A white car. Whoa.
Yeah.
I can drive it.
You can drive it?
Yeah. When I get big, I can drive it. When I get big, I can drive it.
That's a pretty badass Jeep there. I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, so tomorrow we are going to fill the bottle. And they told me last time, there we go, that I need to put it in the freezer overnight. So that is what we are here to do now. We are going to put the nitrous bottle in the freezer. So let's go ahead and get her disconnected so that tomorrow we can just shoot over there and get the bottle filled up. All right guys, we got the nitrous bottle in the freezer, and tomorrow we're gonna go get her filled up. So we got a hard one for you guys today. We are assembling hubcaps. And just like that, we're done with that one too, so we move on to the next one. Doesn't last long in my life, that's for sure. In and out. Alright. Last but not least, get her laid in the top groove. Bam! Bam! Let's get these installed. Day 1 with the heavy modifications. Hubcaps. Peekaboo! So I gotta road test this car. And make sure everything's good. Plus we have to get it ready for emissions. So what better road test? Better road test than to fill the nitrous bottle. Let's go get her filled. We have arrived. Let's get parked here and get our nitrous filled. If you guys haven't checked these guys out, definitely do so. Pitching that too, yeah. All right, guys, so there you have it. We got a full nitrous bottle. Ginner's Auto Body and Auto Sales hooked us up. Check them out if you need anything. All right, we are headed over to the quarry, which is actually, you know, only 5 or 10 minutes from my house. And we're gonna see if we can't get a load of stone delivered. The whole top section there, you know, where I usually work is covered in mud. And it's definitely getting a bit frustrating because my deck is now complete mud. So we're gonna stop over here, see if we can't get a load of stone. No idea where to even go in a place like this. I see people, we're gonna stop and ask. I'll give you guys a little cold start video of the C5 today. Whoops, that's actually the dog's ball. It's very windy here again today, as you can tell by everything blowing everywhere. But we have a load of stone coming for the driveway because I can't take this mud anymore. As you can see, like, my patio is no longer actually nice, it's just covered in mud. He's starting to dig down into mud and dirt, so we're gonna get a load of stone for here, and we gotta move the Corvette first. So they are on their way. gonna show him where to put it here, and we're gonna get it unloaded. This is not at all what I had in mind when I decided to get a load of stone today. So I filled all this in. I'm gonna fill it in, drag some of this over, fill all this in. Down here, he kind of made it terrible. It's definitely too high here. I'm gonna have to knock this area down pretty flat. This area will come up a little bit, and obviously drag stone down there, but this is what I have now. Unbelievable. Alright, so I made some headway. We got this all pretty much done. I got the pond about where I want it to be before I bring those rocks back up and build up a little bit of a backdrop there. I got most of it along here and down through here, but you don't realize how much 15-ton of stone is until you start throwing it by hand. Alright, we have arrived at America's Auto Auction. Like I said, this car does run absolutely perfect. I don't know why I'm running it. Pretty much because I have a run number that I need to fill. So I'm gonna run this in the Fusion and see what happens. So make a couple bucks, make a couple bucks. If not, keep them and bring them back. Not a big deal. All right, guys. So we got a little bit of truck trouble just now. You're definitely gonna get some wind noise, but this wheel, the wheel bearing finally went out, which we knew it was gonna happen. You know, I definitely didn't want it to happen tonight, but I'm glad it did because I'm by myself. I didn't have any kids with me or anything like that, so yeah. So this is this side. That's how the wheel is. Obviously you see it's laying way out, camber gang. And then you come to this side and it's, you know, it's the way it should be. So briefly, I'll show you. That's the way the rotor and everything should look underneath here. And you come over to this side. And yeah, that wheel bearing completely blew out on me finally. Luckily the caliper and the brakes are there. It kept the wheel from coming completely off. So now instead of just doing a wheel bearing, I'm gonna have to do probably a pads and rotors and everything on this side. So not a big deal. Just luckily I made it home safe, and everything's gonna be all right. So again, I'm hoping tomorrow I can actually get the C5 out, because that is the only thing I have here that is actually drivable. That car there I don't quite trust yet. I still want to put a few miles on it, and time that I have to be at the auction, I don't want to be trying to gamble if that's going to make it or not. So tomorrow we're going to hope that the C5 can make it past the stones that I didn't get shoveled out yet. And then when we get done at the auction, we'll throw the wheel bearing in this truck, if I don't do it tonight, which I don't know. I'm going to go in here. If I can't sleep, we're just going to come out and rip it on real quick and do it and be done. So as you guys know, I got a truckload of stone today. The wind is terrible out right now, so it's just blowing trash everywhere. But it actually blew my trash can over, which you see in front of the truck there. So if you like the content, guys, hit that like button. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next